Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, my YouTube Shorts is still on. Yeah, I'm addicted to media, so what? Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is, what is it? Today? Is it Saturday? Yeah, the 3rd? Awesome. Yeah, it's Saturday. Hope everyone's had an amazing Saturday so far. I've had a very busy one, you know, cleaning, cooking, laundry, all that adult stuff. I hate it. Bring me back to like middle school or something. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Looking forward to do some textures. Let's pop over to the camera real quick. Set our warm-up timer for 10 minutes. Welcome. Before we get started, as per usual, let me know in chat what you guys want to get up to today, what you're working on. Feel free to always at me in Discord at CIPPHY at Siffy. Show me what you're working on. I just realized my cords are all tangled. That annoys me. But yeah, so today we're going to just work on our usual textures. We're going to do a pickle texture and then decide if we finish that, what we're going to do beyond there. But first, let's get all warmed up. Start our 10-minute timer. Awesome. So yeah, I gotta be honest, guys. I had boba today, which, you know, my usual. Tried a different tea shop today. Can't remember the name of it, but they put a bit of caffeine in it. I am literally jittery. There's so much caffeine in it. So we'll see how my line work is today. I just realized I need to move the camera just a tiny bit more back. Huh? That's perfect, I think. That's a bit crooked. There we go. Okay. Apologies. But yeah, I'm jittery. It's very weird. Of course, I am very energetic too. So, try to stay calm. We'll try not to be too loud. I did mess with my mic settings last stream, and I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, day-wise, nothing too crazy. I have a homework assignment that's only 3 questions with like multiple parts each. This is my probably 3rd day of working on it. It's very humbling. But we get a lot done. I was talking to a friend yesterday. I was telling them about how like hard it is for me to you know, do work and then like do so much work or work on it for so long and yet still feel like I accomplished nothing. Or to get overwhelmed because I feel like I'm stuck. Hey, what's up, Rise? You finished lesson 2. No need to flex. Calm down, bro. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Shout out to Rise for finishing lesson 2. And I heard in the Discord tonight is a gambling night. Have you brought me to the casino? Is a Kavel stream happening within the confines of a place of destitute? Is that the right word? I don't know. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you win big. Man, I'm so jittery. Oh my goodness. But yeah, congrats. What's your favorite part of lesson 2? I'm not gonna. Oh wow. I'm not gonna assume the textures. But who knows? Some people are crazy. Just realized we gotta slow down. My hands are actually jittery. It's kind of insane. He is not quite about to go to the casino. Oh my goodness. Well, have fun. Gamble responsibly. I think you really like the sausage one at the end. Oh, the little overlapping one? That looks quite fun. I can't wait till we get into that. And like I also saw on the Discord, I was a bit active for once tonight. Day 55. That's insane. So long as you're consistent, I'll never beat you. Ever been gambling? I'm not a fan myself because I suck at it. I don't have a good poker face, and I do count cards because yeah, yeah, no, I don't gamble. I can make like little excuses. Oh, I play cards with my friends, but no. I'm a fan of roulette and a tiny bit of a fan of blackjack. But no, not any serious gambling. I don't trust myself with that kind of money. Plus, I'm broke. What's your favorite gambling piece? I'm gonna try to do a soul read. I'm gonna guess you are a fan of Uno. I think that's your go-to gambling game. Maybe Monopoly. I don't know. Gotta go, man. It's a good time with a bunch of friends. You gotta walk in with only $100 and spend no more. That's the tricky part. Yeah, I would have to like block off my bank account and only give myself that much money. In fact, my roommates, they're friends from college. Oh my goodness, or from high school. Jeez. Apparently they like are hardcore gamblers, and they like walk in with $10, and like minimum bet is like 10, and they make out with like 1,000, or they lose it. They go negative 300. People would kill over some Uno. Imagine Monopoly, man. Oh my god, that would actually like there would be mass hysteria, mass murder. Shout out to So, I'm gonna be a nerd. You gotta forgive me. I'm gonna be a nerd, right? I'm a huge fan. So I went to Portugal, as people know, and I met this guy. His American. Actually, I'm not gonna say his American name. I'm not sure if he would be cool with that. Even though I'll never see this guy the rest of my life. He taught me a game called Kabufuda, or it's a type of game in Japan, Kabufuda. And specifically, he taught me a version of Kabufuda called Kachi Kachi. Think of Kabufuda as just like a specific card deck, and you do things with this. It can get confused with Hanafuda at times, but I loved it so much, so I'm developing a game based off of that right now. And Kachi Kachi is kind of similar to Hikikabu or Oichokabu, and those are very similar to Blackjack, so that's why I'm a bit of a fan of Blackjack. It's a showdown style, where you're... Actually, I wouldn't say you're playing against the house, but... yeah. And it's very luck-based. It's entirely luck-based. Very little strategy. You could try counting cards, and that could work, but I wouldn't say it's the name of the game. I like roulette too, because it's very luck-based. Then, again, there's always the rumors of the house manipulating the machines, but I'm just a youngster. What do I know? Man, guys, my hands are so shaky, it's actually crazy. Ever heard of Filipino poker? I have not. That sounds hardcore, though. It sounds awesome. I'm tempted to Google it, but I feel like you're typing up a better explanation than I could find off Google. You need to slow down, man. Guys, we're not doing caffeine before stream. Also, I should say I'm very straight edge. I don't even do caffeine. I rarely try to drink soda or anything. I'm not a fan. And so even a little bit of caffeine, like literally just a normal like McDonald's coffee, can actually send me over the edge. Like I'll be hyper beyond belief. So yeah, don't give me that stuff. But I'll take sparkling water any time of the day. I have a crazy headache because of this tea too. Oh my gosh. They saw as a newcomer to this tea shop and they said, we're gonna kill this guy. Maybe they thought I'm one of those people who like caffeines. Now I don't know Red really explains deployment game for those long nights at sea. Oh, okay. Very cultural rules, you know, like if you know kind of game. The university I go to actually has a game like that. It's a form of dominoes. So, I'm not gonna say my university, but if you know, you know. And only the people who go to the university know how to play it. Very fun game. I suck at it, as I do most games, in fact. But I love stuff like that, like little insider games. Taught by word, nothing more. Ooh, my line work is suffering tonight. Yeah, Cav, blame the tea. Good stuff. There we go, perfect. Yeah, this is a really weird stark contrast to how I was acting last night, because I was very calm, very collected, very tired. And tonight I'm just hyper Harold. I don't know what's been going on, but this recent week in the Drawbox Discord, there's been a crazy amount of awesome people doing art, like the figure drawing and art share chats. Oh, jeez. You're gonna love the form intersection exercise. Honestly, I know I will. I'm so excited for it because that's what I'm all about. And I love doing shapes and stuff. A very orthographic mind, so excited, can't wait. What's the point of me doing all these boxes every day? Also, I did my laundry today, and like it exploded with lint. So you're gonna see some just like lint everywhere on stream, and I apologize. I myself do not know what the cause of it is. Also, started Mob Psycho about a week ago, probably? Maybe less. I'm loving it. Shout out to Mob Psycho. Roommate got me hooked. I already finished the first season. I like it a lot because it's very kind of like, okay, who's the author of One Punch and who made One Punch? Come on. Who wrote One Punch, I guess? Murata. Oh my god, Yasuke Murata. This guy, Yusuke. He's the dude, he worked with Kim Jong-chi. Oh my gosh, or he has work with him. Oh my gosh, shout out. But anyways, wow, I did not know that was him. He's a very skilled artist nowadays. Anyways, it's a cool story that I really like because it brings up the fact that everyone has different skills and they're applied differently. And it's okay to be bad at certain things and good at certain things compared to other people. We're born initially maybe with poor social skills, maybe with poor like intellect. We're not good at learning, or we convince ourselves we're not good at learning. Just as we may convince ourselves we're not good at X, Y, and Z. But you can eventually learn to be much better. I swear, I hear my roommate right outside my door. I'm very confused. Because, strange. But yeah, I really appreciate that kind of stuff because everyone assumes, and I hate to hear, they're like, I'm bad at this. And yeah, actually, you could be currently bad at something, who am I to say? But, to be forever bad at something is not true. We can work and change things like that. People are so deterministic. I'll never do this, I'll never be this, which I fervently do not accept. Oh, there goes Cav virtue signaling every night. Nice. Oh, geez. Oh, I forgot I didn't go to the gym today. I still need to do that. Thankfully, it's just a stretch day. My boxes are suffering. Maybe we should hold it off on this stream, huh? We'll do a bit of a grading because these aren't really well, and I feel like today I'm off, so it's going to be a good day to see where my typical errors lie. We'll do some ellipses, and then we'll call it that. I'm also going to turn down the volume a tiny bit. Good stuff. And day 55 of drawing, though. Congrats to you, and lesson 2. That's amazing. And then on to lesson 3. That's going to be so fun. Okay, so not bad over here. We'll be a bit honest with our lines. Let's see how the interior one's doing. Not the best. Let's do this one over here while we have our pin out. Oof. I'm never drinking caffeine past 12 o'clock. That's usually what I hear the standard is, like, don't drink caffeine past midday unless you're going to be up for much longer. And then again, don't, because circadian rhythm and all that. I've never gotten I'm in the field of engineering. Hello, Macton. Welcome to the stream. Very excited to see new names here. Ooh, you're color green on the stream. That's awesome. Howdy and welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm just ranting about caffeine. I don't understand caffeine culture. It's a powerful tool, but man, I don't like the the side effects. Oh man, my box is off. Kind of expected that though. Whew. Yeah, I say we hurry up and finish grading these, do some ellipses, and then we get to the real work. Wow, this box is all over the place. Woof. It's a force to be respected, certainly. Yes, for sure. You cannot abuse that stuff, and unfortunately, I did today. But it'll wear off tomorrow. We'll do some good stuff then. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Are you a Drawbox person perchance? And if so, what lesson are you on? I love hearing you're gonna be like lesson 6, I'm a pro, or I already finished it, that'd be crazy. Mostly have about lesson 2, lesson 3 people in here. One lesson 1, but they're restarting. Shout out to them. Haven't seen them in a bit, but hopefully I've seen them posting their work. And actually no, they did finish lesson 1 recently, so shout outs to them. Oh, jeez. I'm not gonna even fully grade this one because I know where it is. Oof. Yeah, that's off. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do some ellipses before we forget. I've been lurking around the week or so. Oh, starting from 0. Awesome stuff. We're starting off strong by joining my stream. No, I'm kidding. Glad to see you here. Are you just starting lesson 0 or lesson 0? Yes, lesson 0, right? Yeah, because there's lesson 0, lesson 1, lesson 2. All I can say is it's a fun process. My account's existed for 9 months. I've been probably doing it like consistently for 4 months. My ellipses look like otherwise, like I just started yesterday. We're caffeined up tonight and I'm so shaky. Look at me, I'm like, oh geez, I have to impress the person from lesson 1. But yeah, welcome. Hope you're finding the Discord fun. You hear that? I like choked myself right there trying to do the line correctly. There's some pretty awesome people in the Discord and in the community. Fonska is a personal favorite of mine. They are the critique master. They won't tear you apart, but they'll find something that you can improve on, that's for sure. Getting down to the fundamentals in lesson 1, awesome. Yeah, lesson 1 is very fun. Because you have your pins, and you're like, ready to take on the world, and you're like, I have to draw lines? Really? This is how we start this? Oof, the ellipses are suffering tonight, I apologize. Lesson 1 fundamentals, though, are so incredibly important going forward, because they are literally needed for every other assignment, especially ellipses. I feel like ellipses are discussed a lot in lesson 1, but you aren't gonna like them initially, or at least I didn't, and now they're like so crucial. And of course, here I am. Oof. Slowly warming up a tiny bit. There we are. We're doing a bit better. Perfect. Awesome. I feel like I'm pressing it a bit too hard. I gotta calm down tonight, man. I'm so violent. I may change the stream's name tonight to Caffeinated Kavel. Jeez. Anyways, successful warm-up-ish. Good line work on the boxes. Not totally happy with the ellipses or the convergence of this box. That one was hastily done. I'll make whatever complaint I want about caffeine, headache, whatever. Ultimately, we will do better. So, we're going to flip the page over now. Yesterday, let's do a quick review of what we worked on. Looking to our lesson 2 textures, we completed the leaf, which I'm pretty happy about. Maybe we could do something a tiny bit more near the edge. And then we wanted to get started on the pickle. I really like this drawing of the pickle right here. We had some slight corrections, and we'll actually do a bit of a zoom in real quick. You have these very strange, we realized the pickle interior is a bit of a triangle. What is it called? It's like a circle that is circum-somethinged by a... Oh, that sounds bad. By a triangle? I don't know. But yeah, each node... Oh, we had the pickle anatomy here. Let's pull up the reference thing right here. Awesome. So yeah, we have the mesocarp, the little kind of green area. The exocarp, skin. Carpal is the interior flesh, hollowness, and seed cavities. So we had these little nodes before the seed cavities, and that's where, the edges of these triangles land. Very rough. And then we also decided, hey, we like the little bumps on the pickle, but let's be a bit more discreet with them, not as rounded. And we kind of did the example of that right here, also showing that part of the shadow is going to be it's not going to be an even rectangle, it's going to be like this. That's the best way I could put my words together. I'm finding it hard to talk tonight because I'm so, I guess, energetic? I don't know. I'll stop talking about it. I'll stop talking about the caffeine. But yeah, so with that being said, I say we how should we start? I guess we just do a practice one like this, and then we call it and throw it at the page, and then work towards our next texture. We do have a huge selection here. We have the pomegranate, quite difficult. The onion, technically we've already done that. Cookies. We do have sushi, but I'm not totally looking forward to that one. So, hold this up a bit big right there. I'm going to take a quick water break. We're going to set our hour timer for the day, and then we'll get right into it. For those who are joining, we usually do the streams by 10-minute warm-up and then an hour of drawing. That's usually the goal every day. Sometimes I don't do the warm-up and we just do an hour with a warm-up inside of it, because I'm tired those days. But yeah, so I'm going to pause real quick. We're going to get some water, and we're going to be right back to it. Also, since, you know, I did post this in the Discord and we do have some slightly new people joining, even though it's one at a time, feel free if you have questions, if you want to show me your art, at me in the Discord, at CIPPHY. Feel free to throw that in there. I love looking at work, I love doing what I can to critique work, even though I'm no professional myself. And, you know, don't work in a vacuum. That's what they say. So, without further ado, we're going to... So the texture we want to do is going to be right here. So we're going to kind of mimic that shape over here. Also, I realized last stream I kind of draw off the page, so yell at me in chat if I do that today. So we're going to just do a full organic form here. Awesome. And we'll just do a tiny bit of it. We're going to be wasteful. Okay, I guess we're going to do it large. No, we won't do it large. I just don't like the orientation of the paper. I'm very picky, I guess. Wow, that's even larger. I'm messing around. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, it's going to be like this, so the contour going on the outside. So we'll repeat that here as a pretty low degree. Remember, slow is smooth. Woo! That was not slow, smooth, or ghosted. Unfortunate. And also, yeah, I'm once again drawing outside of the camera. Oh, jeez. Yeah, since it's zoomed in, I could probably move it a bit towards me. Okay, awesome. And the music coming through is rough. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I think I know what's going on. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. I've been trying to fix it. The music streams at 44k hertz, kilohertz, and I stream at 48, so it's a bit choppy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first, oh, did we blue screen? We did not. Oh, yeah, okay, the website just crashed. That's awesome. It'd probably be fixed if I downloaded my music, and honestly, I just may do that tomorrow. Thank you for letting me know. We're gonna switch over to another playlist. Hopefully it's a bit better. If it's so bad, I'll mute it. It's a bit weird to do a silent stream, but totally fine with it. But yeah, so let's get right back into it. Yeah, I'll probably just download it tomorrow so I can do it at 48 kilohertz. Anyways, technical stuff aside, it wouldn't be a Kavel stream without a bunch of technical issues. We'll get our timer going because we forgot to do that. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna end. I feel like an airplane-like person. Pilot, wow. And I'm also gonna do this over here. I was about to say like, oh, we're gonna land on time. Your DAX pit? What is a DAC? DACS? DACS? What is a DAX? Okay, yeah, Google is not helping with this. But I believe you, whatever that thing may be. But yeah, no, bitrate is annoying, especially for video too, because I could never seem to nail it. Whew, that was a bit rough. Audio interface for mic and okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have used what is it? The banana thing, whatever it's called. Yeah, who knows if I'm making any sense. And I just didn't want to get that technical on this laptop. This is a crappy laptop that I'm streaming off of. And yeah, so yeah. Anyways, I'm nerding out. But yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna complete that ellipse roughly, because that's what we're gonna do on the actual page. And then looking at our notes that we made yesterday, I also realized I'm once again a frame. You stop doing that. Everything's tangled. So yeah, what we try to accomplish in here is you try to do the cast shadows on the inside, outlining where it was, and of course this isn't going to get much of a cast shadow. And then these we tried correcting with the red pen. We don't want to go on the top, we could do the edges, and it's going to increase on the edges over here, but not the top. Sorry, I meant the top edge, the little tip of it. Yeah, less is more. We need to remember that. We added this cool little rind to the outside that we'll do, and then for the mesocarp, we did these just secondary broken lines. For the hollow, I feel like we overdid it a bit because it's a bit of a stark contrast darkness-wise. But maybe if we added like a... just like that, to kind of detail it. These aren't cast shadows. Technically, we're not doing what the lesson's telling us to. But I'm a bit of a rebel, and I'll take the yelling for making stuff that I like. So, the secret I figured out yesterday is to form this triangle, we'll first start with the nodes of each seed area, which goes like this a bit. So, it's kind of hard to do this, both in frame and where the camera isn't blocking my vision. Ghosting will save us here. Okay. Ghosting is by far the most important skill of Drawbox, for sure. I cannot understate how important it is and yet how much I fail to follow it sometimes. So yeah, these outer ones are going to have a pretty heavy cast shadow, visible to us. Cool, that was a bit on the inside, so we'll actually do that. These are going to be thickened up anyways, so just to kind of even it out. It's also a bit longer. Cool. We're going to add the interior of the node a bit, just to kind of do that. How descriptive. And yeah, the remaining ones are going to be very broken, very small. In fact, barely visible. Cool. And then we're going to have the ones in the center. These were a bit big, actually, which is going to cause an issue. So that means this has to be, like, perspective-wise a bit foreshortened. Because, look, it's already intercepting right there. So we'll keep that in mind going forward. Yeah, we said we'd draw this too big, and we did. So yeah, these will actually have a bit more of a cast shadow than the interior ones. We'll get a bit more right here. And then a bit of shadow on the inside. Wonderful. Maybe we can get a bit of like a kind of form that, I don't know, whatever it's called. Wow, I'm really losing my words tonight. I'm never drinking caffeine. Oh, I know, I'm addicted to boba. I could never not drink boba, but we'll consume in moderation. How about that? Because I was like sitting down after cooking dinner, and I was like expecting to be very tired, but I was just bouncing. I was energetic. So now we'll do our hollow triangle. It's going to be, let's keep in mind, instead of a normal triangle, since we're in perspective, it's going to get foreshortened, so it's going to be a bit more like that. Wow. Yeah, like that. Also say hi to our little friend up there. I don't know what to call him yet. If you have any ideas, please let me know. But yeah, so we'll form our little triangle. Okay, we kind of failed the foreshortening part of it, so thankfully more ink will fix it in this scenario. Add those secondary lines a bit. Yeah, man, I really don't want to fill it completely dark. So what we'll do, in fact, is we'll add this kind of shadow. So what's going on right here, it's a bit hard to see, and I probably didn't do it totally right. In fact, on our actual page, we probably don't have that much room to repeat this texture. But what's going on is, let's say, this triangle is a box. This is very foreshortened. It's like a hole, right? This is a hole. We'll even do this just to help with visualization a bit. Oh my god. I just heard someone like yell outside of my window. And the problem with that is I'm on the 3rd floor. Anyways, this is a bit of a terrible perspective. But basically what's happening is, let's say the sun is shining from this way, over the box. These are the walls, right? This is the pit. I'm gonna add this to it just to, emphasize. If the sun is shining from this way towards us, then there's gonna be a cast shadow on this wall. And then opposite to that, the sun's reaching in there. So this part will be light, and this part down here will be shaded. So right here on our little thing, the light's spilling over to that part, but down here you don't see it too much. I didn't do a good job of really showing that, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna kind of do the rind for the outside. It is triangular, and I think it's opposite of this. So the triangle, the main triangle's point is right here. So instead this is gonna be a flat edge. It's basically a flat edge tangent to all of these. So we're gonna kind of go like this. And then it kind of connects it almost triangular to those with a really bumpy line. There we go. Cool. And then we have the mesocarp. So for that, we're just going to do a secondary line. My jittery hands today are coming in handy. Oh, that's a joke. That was a not meant to be a pun. Cool. So yeah, it's not totally pickle-like. I think on the smaller one we'll have some more room to work with and stuff. But in fact, we could probably maybe we'll test this. If it doesn't work, we won't repeat it. We'll extend the mesocarp further. So we'll do a little bit of this. So the distance from the mesocarp to the edge is going to be smaller over here because it's further away. So that distance is getting actively foreshortened. And over here it's going to be super far away. In fact, I'd say that looks better. We won't be able to repeat that on the actual thing. But yeah, so we'll leave a note for ourselves. Always love writing notes on these test pages. We're going to do the double... Oof, jeez. Mesocarp. Or... Man, I'm really out of frame. I need to like put tape on my desk so I can like have a visual reference for where I should keep the paper. That'd probably be a smart idea. Actually, this is just a very bad posture on my part, so what we're going to do is if I sit like this, I need to move the camera. Actually, that's kind of perfect. Cool, because I'm right-handed, so that works out. Yeah, so double mesocarp or just a far mesocarp. I'll just put meso. Cool. I mean, be careful of spacing is kind of implied, right? We didn't do the best job of here. So just make sure this could be moved back a tiny bit. That's pretty good. So let's work on the pickle texture of this. And then we'll call it that. Yeah, from this angle it looks actually kind of weird. Meh. So, over here, the light's going to be the brightest right here. And the little... out of frame again. We're going to fix that this stream, and we're out of focus a bit too. One day, we'll have a perfect stream. That's not today. Let's see, how does this look? Okay, my numpad is locked. There we go. Nope, okay, it's not accepting input. Cool. That's nice and sharp. Keep that for now. So, we want to do larger little pickle bulbs, I don't know what to call them, and we want them to be pretty discreet. So, and we're gonna actually kind of follow this edge, I guess. So, that was probably a bit too wide. Probably could have curved on the inside a tiny bit. Okay, and these are gonna start following the form of it like that. So we'll have some pretty dark ones over here. Over here we'll start having these really prominent ones. Yeah, we just need to make sure to keep curling it a bit. I have one right here that's going off of it. There we go. Just slowly working this texture in. It looks like water droplets. It looks a bit too organized too, so we need a tiny bit of chaos. So we'll maybe add some overlapping ones. Let's go on this side. We're being a bit scared of it. Let's do this. Get a pretty heavy one in there right there. I'm kind of losing my perspective. I don't want to cover the camera, but it looks like I'm going to have to do that for this. Just a tiny bit. Try to hold it a bit at length. Despite how trashy these streams can be, I do care about the quality. Cool. I've realized something a bit tough about streaming while in university is because I give myself about 2 days off a week, which I think is very important to give yourself. I think like any skill, any hobby, or like unless you like find it insanely fun, which I find art insanely fun, but besides the point, I think 4 days a week is like 4 to 5 days is the perfect amount, especially for me. I like to have about 3 hobbies. One for, you know, personal enjoyment, fulfillment, and creativity, so art. Another for my health, so calisthenics. And then one professional, you know, with my career, so I'm working on a game. And juggling that and school and work and whatever, it's really crazy. So as much as I'd like to be productive, Patrick, or something, I don't know, you know, if you're writing one line of code a day for your personal project, that's much better than burning yourself out. And it, you know, it seems obvious, but it's really hard to put into practice. And one thing that I've been definitely learning this year is discipline is not everything. While it can solve a lot, it's like using just raw strength instead of planning things out and being sustainable. So I guess you could say that discipline is powerfully deceptive. It's kind of like it's like running on fumes. Actually, that's more burnout, but you know, it's using a lot of energy. It's like using reserves. There we go. That's probably a good way for it. Okay, I'm kind of happy with this. I feel like it's not totally pickle-like, but I also think that's just color-wise. Ooh, I just realized at the edges of the pickles, we do kind of have these like things. So we'll add a couple of those. It looks like we have about 3, so we have like 1 right here. Actually, that is more color, so technically we shouldn't be drawing these. And it's hard to see, so we won't. Yeah, I like that. So let's go to the real thing and put some ink on the page, shall we? Then after that, guys, we will have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 textures left. And we've been doing about 1.5 to 2 textures inside a day. So hopefully this week we'll finish the horrendous, the horrible, the terrible textures. Not to scare you, Mac10. But yeah, textures is a doozy, at least for me. Many people see some major success with this, and I've seen some great improvement. But the learning curve is steep. I'm going to take a quick second. We're going to get another water break, and we're going to get right into it. also for those watching now, later, or in between, given how the stream went, I think on Thursday, yeah, last Thursday, because that was a rough one. All streams on Thursday will not be happening, or like we will not be streaming on Thursday. Of our 5 to 6 days a week, or even 4, Thursdays will never happen again. Because not only do I start F at 8 a.m., and it kind of school, gym, other hobbies, work, everything lasts till about 5 p.m. And then I have a lab after that, a 2-hour coding lab. So I'm not streaming then. For the sake of me, for the sake of you guys, I don't think anyone should experience Kavel like that. So yeah, glad I made that decision. Probably best long term. And also, yeah, I was just about to say, I was too busy apping or like in my own head. Being in university is tough because I want to go home and see my family from time to time, but that's a whole excursion in itself, and then I can't stream that weekend or however long I'm home unless I take my setup with me. Which isn't actually that hard to move, but it's a pain. So we'll see how that happens, because I will be going home sometime soon. Definitely for spring break, but we'll be streaming during spring break, so I'm not worried about that. Maybe in a week or 2. Maybe 3 weeks from now, I'll be heading home. But yeah, that doesn't concern you guys because the stream schedule is always changing. It's very fluid. So with that being said, let's draw some pickle. Awesome. So our ellipse is kind of off, but we'll make it work, right? Let's also just do a quick review. So yeah, triangle is important. We started off with the nodes, then extended from there. Oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. Double rind, or we're definitely not going to get a double rind in there. We're going to have to be very light with the pen on this one. Other than that, though, just the shape of the little pickle bulbs, the little pickle bumps, I don't know. Make them discreet. Don't want to be too crazy with it. Then again, on this one, I don't think we'll have that much of an option. And yeah, so let's get to it. So immediately I can tell the minor axis of this is about right here. And given how last time went, I think I'm going to draw the node about right here. Cool. And we're going to do... How are we doing on the camera? That looks good. Okay. So Mecton, have you had a drawing experience before this? Have you just started Drawbox for the fun of it? I know it's a crazy question, but like, what's your goal with Drawbox? Sorry to bother you if you are working. That is a complaint I've had on the stream. I yap to the viewers a tiny bit too much when they're just trying to work, but I am legitimately interested. Let's see, and this can go about right here. Cool stuff. Okay, so from here, we're gonna draw the rest of the node, so. Good. I'm scared of putting my hand on the page because I don't want to smear anything, even though it's dried ink. I'm always scared of it. Nice. Very nice. So what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna start with the interiors, so we have to be a bit mindful of where all this is gonna land, but I think like this is pretty good. Nice. Just lurking, my friends made a bunch of digital art, so I want to get to it as well. Awesome, good to see. Oh man. Artist friends, that must be... Hey, I'm glad they drew you into this, because drawing is really fun. It's definitely changed my life around. I'm an engineer at heart, so, the last thing you think I'd be doing is art, but, it's funny, because when I tell people, oh, I like art as a hobby, they're like, how are you going to do that as a job? I'm like, no, it's a hobby. It's something I like. It's definitely, help me with expression sounds bad, but, it helps you express yourself. It helps you, challenge yourself with your hobbies and stuff. So very fun. Glad your friends got into it, or are into it. I'm glad they got you into it. Art is a crazy journey. As a person, who who's been exercising for a while. I'd even say art is sometimes harder than going to the gym. And I know that's a crazy statement, and no one likes hearing that. But sitting down and being original and creative is tough. Oh man, these lines should have been lighter. Meanwhile, I could just go to the gym and throw a weight around and be happy. Now, that's grossly oversimplified. I do understand. There's much more to each sport. Yeah, that's about good. A bit thick on that second line, so we'll correct it over here. Also, for anyone who's watching, background is software engineering. Man, same here. Mechanical and then software, huge jump. You'll find in Drawbox there's a lot of computer science. And so boxes seems to suit me well versus wandering to some wobug and draw the rest of the owls. I'm in the same boat as you, my friend. So I love boxes, I love form. You know, for mechanical, I did a lot of orthographic. I worked in, you know, from SolidWorks to Fusion 360 all day. So like I love that stuff. And then yeah, I went into manufacturing for a bit. So CNC, CNC whatever mill, bench mill, tiny bit of lathe, and a lot of routing. But yeah, enough yapping. Jeez, I get you. And you'll find that a lot of people here not only love computer science, they're nerds. We're all nerds. So love to see it. Favorite language? Actually, your software. Let's see. Depends on what software. So I'm getting a Java vibe from you. That could be insulting, and I apologize. Personally, I'm a huge C++ fan. Kind of like any C derivative. But yeah, primarily C++. C# too, but. And then Python. Python's super high up there. I love me some Python. Apologies if you came here to escape from software. Okay, let's draw that little triangle, the woe-begotten triangle in the center. Remember, we want to squish this, the hollowness as it's called. Horrifying name, that's straight out of Dark Souls. There we go, very nice. Yeah, we're just going to do a bit of this. Nice. Cool, cool. So I feel like we're missing a bit of shadow right here. Because, you know, these are sinking in. We could draw the seeds too, the little seeds, but I'm not totally sure if we want to commit to that yet. Anyways, let's draw the exterior portion of it. It really looks more like a banana than anything. Have I done a banana? Maybe on my other page, who knows? You lose track. Trying to like add some really bumpiness to external part of the form. I feel like the outline of the form is also just so important. It says a lot. It really helps the viewer see what's going on. Silhouettes are important, people. Not far off, spent a lot of time in C# and Rust. I have never touched Rust, actually. Here, let me look what the Rust code looks like. Rust. I know it's crazy. It's slowly gaining popularity, and I respect it. Oh wait, that's the game. I need a Rust language. There we go. Let's see, what does this look like? Ew. Ooh, it's like if C and Java had a baby. Okay, yeah. Wow. That's not saying much because C and Java are so similar. C#, I should say, in Java. I like it. Oh, it's a dynamic language. So, let mask 1. Okay, cool. Interesting. So, lower level-ish. Kind of like between Python and maybe C++, it looks like. Nice. We'll see where it takes 100 seconds of Rust, huh? I like the little crab. When to use Rust? Oh, okay, I guess it's all let go. Cool. Anyways, let's stop nerding out. Back to drawing. We're doing pretty well here, too. I'm excited. The interior textures I found a lot easier than the exterior, for sure. Okay, so we're going to do the mesocarp. So this part's going to be a bit larger. And then kind of shrink right there. Yeah, not the best. There we go. Okay, that's okay. I'll take it. And now let's do the bumps. It's gonna be a bit weird because this is like kind of missing, so we'll do this. I'll let a bump right there for fun. Bump. Actually, we have to kind of decide how big these bumps are. This is kind of giving the form that this is gonna be the lightest part. So there we go. And just kind of repeat. Be a bit thicker. Big one right here. How about that? Nice. Drawing small is my kryptonite, man. Good stuff. Right now, for one of my classes, we have to work in a language called Scheme, functional language. Absolutely awful. I hate it. We just had a recursion lab. The dreaded cuss word, as my professor calls it, which I do think is kind of funny. Yeah, we had a lab on recursion. Pretty sure everyone. I am pretty sure everyone failed without a joke. That lab. My team, which we have some leak code guys, some really pro people. We only got 2 out of 5 questions finished. So, well, the bonus is gonna go crazy. At least that's what I tell myself to cope. It's funny because we have to record these labs so our professor can like grade them later. Kept referring to the professor as chat because they watch the recordings. Hopefully he appreciated that. Okay, I think that's a successful pickle. Not totally happy with this line. It's more of a line than a curve, but more ink does not fix things. Less is more. Cool. So we'll label this pickle. Yeah, we kind of have to say like both of these are pickle, but yeah, whatever. We also have our Premiere textures, so we'll put some easy ones right there. So, our biggest interiors will not be ugly, like our Kawano. Oof, the Kawano. I'm not happy. So Pickle, Pickle. Wonderful. Awesome. So now we pick our next texture. Let's kind of like do I'm happy with it. Looks a bit barren in the inside. I don't think one mistake that I've constantly made for those who are new is I think more ink will fix it. That kind of happened here, but that was mainly on my last page where I had a lot of that issue. And I use Sharpie then. I don't recommend using Sharpie because there should not be a point in your textures where you feel like you need to put that much ink on the page uncontrolled. With that being said, for the first texture assignment, the reference, the study one, you can use some ink there because they're doing some really dark stuff. But like even here, way too much ink. And here, way too much ink. Actually, I think that's okay, but yeah, definitely the Kawano, partially the corn, which I just realized we already did corn on the other page, so we could probably get around with some onion somewhere here. In fact, maybe we could do the onion as one of the Premiere textures or just down here. With that being said, let us pick a new texture. On my texture wall, just realized, so we did the cucumber, so we have a chocolate chip cookie, which is going to be quite difficult, but very dynamic. I like it. Sponge, which I'm not too excited for. Bricks, I don't think we could do anymore. It's an exterior texture. Let's check out what textures we have in our PureRef. Also, yeah, the program I use on the right is called PureRef. Highly recommend it. At first, I was a bit like, oh, everyone uses it, but I'm very for it now. This is going to be an interesting texture if we do choose to do this one, which we probably will at some point. I say we do something easy. We do an onion. Not too opposed to that. Let me pop over to YouTube right here, just see that everything's going well technically, despite the audio kind of exploding. Cool beans. Yeah, so we're gonna take another water break. Guys, water is king. Always drink water. And then we're gonna get right into probably our onion texture. Let me pull out my other page of textures to make sure we haven't already done the onion. Why am I saying it so weird? Onion. Who knows? Good stuff. Man, this drawing more weekly has definitely put some weight onto my what's it called? Drawing binder. Anyways, so here's the old textures page. Not a fan of many of these things. Kind of flexing it. Wow, I don't know how I did that thin of lines over there. Jeez, good job me. But with that being said, I think we have not done that as an interior texture. So with that being said, let's pop back over here and do some fun stuff. Put this back in there. I'm so scared of like hurting these drawing pages, and I've already gotten some smeared ink and just random stuff on there, which I despise. Okay, where did this go? Here, wonderful. Also, I haven't talked about this much because I'm not totally supportive of the app, but if you have an iPhone, if you're ever wondering how I post my art on the Drawbox Discord, or if you've seen my thumbnails, how I get these perfect scans, I do have a printer back at my home, but I don't have that here, so I use an app called Scannable, S-C-A-N-N-A-B-L-E, Scannable. It is really good for nice flat scans, sharpens it up a bit. It is really finicky to use and not developed well. It's by, I think, some like scholarly program at my university. They used it to, they forced us to do it for our lab reports for scanning pages. But yeah, so onion. What do we have going on here? Let's look up some onion anatomy. Onion anatomy. Here we go. This isn't too helpful. Scales. Whoa, that's intense. Oh, but we've already done an onion on the same page. Yeah, I just realized onion is right here. Maybe we don't do the onion. Yeah, those mobile scanners have gotten real good. I'm glad I was able to swipe it. Oh, nice. Ellipses are so much rougher than boxes. Spin to nib on them was going slightly to barely mark all the way around. Might do a bunch more with ballpoint before getting back to the exercises. Yeah, ellipses is just one of those things that you kind of constantly have to practice. Every day as a warm-up. Part of it is learning how to hold your pen correctly. That was the main thing, is just finding something that works for you is useful and you're not destroying your pen. Another thing is getting loose. Getting really loose and controlling yourself, which are kind of contradictory, you know? Very helpful. And glad to see you here, Sir Delano. We make it out of textures with this one. Let's go. For those who don't know, Delano is the supporter of all time for this channel. We're currently in a race, not a race, but a race of who can complete Drawbox. A friendly little competition where the enemy is not each other, but as wisely stated by Delano themselves, the textures of the enemy. So with that being said, we're gonna pull up Pinterest real quick. We'll do a bit of searching. I don't want to do the cookie just yet. We only have 30 minutes left in the stream, and I want to work on my game tonight, so I will be leaving on time. None more, none less. Oh man, Pinterest is just recommending me. I've been really into character design and like anatomy, and it's just recommending me such cool stuff. I love these styles. Oof. Anyways, oh man, I love this art. Don't get distracted, Cav. We haven't. Okay, I'm saving that though. I'm saving that. I really like that. Okay, cool. Anyways, back to it. Let's see. We have mushrooms. We already did a mushroom. Dang it. Why did my voice do that? Oh, my laptop's charging up. Hopefully it doesn't. Whoa. Dang it, I'm looking at the wrong art, dude. Come on. Get focused, Cav. Whoa. I'm seeing some cool dynamic poses for calisthenics. I'm gonna try that later. Oh my gosh, that's cool as heck. Okay. I'm just seeing it's recommending me the wrong stuff, guys. I am so distracted. I gotta get out of here. This is too cool. Oh my gosh, I love this art style. Anyways, let's go to my Drawbox Textures Pinterest. Sorry if it's a bit boring right now. We're gonna try to find a texture that's both easy and accomplishable. Let me look at the, if you Google Pinterest Drawbox textures, there's a texture pack, or like just a, 93drawbox.com with textures that you can do. It's rarely updated, but it is a bunch of options for what you can do. I guess we could just do the onion. It's not too involved, and there's not much cast shadows, if any, happening there, but... We've done plenty of these. Wood, concrete. Could maybe do a flower. Ooh. Like a, what is it called? The center of the flower is just like the flower anatomy. Look at me, the comp sci major who doesn't know how flowers work. pistil, if I'm saying it correctly. I remember that from like 5th grade, 6th grade biology. Flower. Oh, I have a cool idea. Here, what kind of flower is that? Oh, it's blurred. It's called the bindweed. Bindweed. Weed. That's quite pretty. Very simple flower, but I like it. Oh man, that's nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this could be fun. Very new for this channel too. Kind of prepping us for the plants in lesson 3. This is a bindweed, guys. Weed. Ooh. Here, we'll get a zoom in version. The bindweed. B-I-N-D-W-E-D. Gonna try to find a close-up with some more shadow to it, because we want to kind of like highlight the petals. So yeah, this texture is gonna sink in a bit, I guess. That'd be fun. I think that aligns with like the core values, the philosophy of... but we can't see that far into it, that's the issue. So maybe we could do it like right here. One with a high degree, so we can show like the collapsing of it. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's throw some more in here. And yeah, let's just do the onion. Get it over with, and then we'll do a bindweed probably next time. The onion is a bit boring, if I'm to say myself. Anyways, let's pop over here. Good stuff. Okay, let's get back into it. Ooh, oh my god, I almost knocked all my drinks over. The caffeine is still in me, guys. It's that sounded weird. The caffeine is still affecting me, guys. It's strong. Okay, so what's going on here? Oh yeah, we pulled up the onion anatomy earlier. Anatomy. There we go, cool. Yeah, I specifically looked at the onion anatomy and got bored with it and left. We'll do this. I think this one's somewhat... Oh, here we go. This is better. Oh, that's not even helpful. I swear, I feel like I'm prepared for these streams, and then we just spend like 8 hours on Pinterest. I apologize. It's only been 6 minutes, but still. Why am I being so picky? Just pick one, Cav. Jeez. Okay. There. Okay, we're picking this one. It's very weirdly cropped. Oh, jeez. That's... Okay, anyways. So bulb, the tunic... Oh, jeez, I just kicked all my paper. Auxiliary buds, so we have these little interior ones. Since the slice is going to be going this way... I mean... Oh, yeah, because based on how we already have our onion. So I guess these are auxiliary buds. Okay. There's a terminal bud, which I'm going to assume is this one, then auxiliary buds. I'm guessing. We have the fleshy leaves. Gotcha. We have a stem at the bottom that does not concern us. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just kind of go right in. The hard part about this it's a very small texture, very small range. So it's going to be a bit difficult fitting all of this in there. With that in mind, we won't do that many layers. So we'll kind of... It's a bit bigger than the actual thing, but practically the same degree. And then we're going to kind of do... I mean, we could probably just nail it down right here. I want to move my laptop, but the video cards are broken, and if someone sneezes on it, I blue screen, so we're not going to do that. So it looks like we have our auxiliary buds, or our terminal buds. I'm just going to call them the buds. And yeah, so that's kind of like the most chaotic region. So we have this initial circle, and then the rings outside of it, the fleshy, whatever it's called. Fleshy leaves. And that makes sense. These are the leaves. Those are the fleshy leaves. And so yeah, with the exterior circular fleshy leaves, and the buds kind of get their own 2 separate zones. So we'll try to recreate that. This will be definitely a game of connected ellipses. What we can also do is have a bit of thicker ones down here. Just give them cast shadows as if the levels actually have some physical form to it. In reality, these are flat, so this is a bad texture to do, but I don't care. Part of me is kind of like senioritis, like they're gonna pass me anyways, which is a very bad mindset to have. But yeah, so like that. And we'll have a bud right here. Then a bud right here. Cool. And then we're gonna have like this. And a big auxiliary bud right here. I'm gonna give him special form so you don't get lost in the circles, trying to follow that visually. And our concentric circles, which we do probably need to connect a bit more. And then we just have our outer ones. So yeah, we'll do a bit thicker, darker down here and a lighter on the outside. So right here, and then we'll break it up here. Cool. We'll go again. This is definitely a test of a steady hand, which we do not have tonight. Cool. And I think we're suffering from fitting too much in one space. Because this looks like a JJK kind of villain or something, I don't know, like one of the humans. Like the dried up weird human things. Yeah, no. Not feeling it. And that's unfortunate. So I guess we'll do less and make it larger. We don't want to cramp up the space. We don't have to do an onion, but I'm tired of searching as well. And all of our other options are quite difficult that I don't necessarily want to do in the next 16 minutes. You think it looks good? Thank you. Yeah, with that in mind, we'll crowd it a bit less, be a bit more mindful of where things are. Let's go over with the red pen. So yeah, too crowded up here. Too crowded generally everywhere. We want it to be lighter on the top. So that just means more broken lines. Which could be a bit visually distracting, but we'll, whatever. Just larger circles, so more space. Mo space. And other than that, I think we're good. Yeah, of course the side of it matters. Paying attention to our ellipses, that they're concentric. That's important, that they share the same degree, so long as they're circular. So yeah, we'll do it once again. Kind of sucks. I wish I did these sausage forms much larger. It's a bit large for what I want. Because then I would have more room for more detail. So yeah, this degree is a bit smaller than the actual one. Here, let's revisit. Oh my gosh, the actual one is so small, guys. Like this is okay, it's nearly the same size, even slightly bigger, but I think this works. So I'm going to take a swig of water. I'm a water addict, guys. I need to stop. Good stuff. Get back into it. And I think so. Yeah, next stream we'll just download all the music and do that there. Anyways, so larger. So we want our little. What are they called again? Buds. We want our buds to be larger. We want everything to be larger. So less rings, but I think that's okay. And of course we want that lighter area. So we'll start by doing. This. This one's going to be a lot lighter. That wasn't a lot lighter, but it works. We're going to do one of our buds. Like that. We're going to kind of cave it in, I guess. Same thing over here. we'll give one line to each of them. Less is more, definitely, in this scenario. And we'll do our bigger bud. Two lines for this and kind of make them cascade into each other. Nice. And then yeah, see, these kind of wobbles, not acceptable. I don't like it. And technically the distance down here should be, so this should have been like shifted a tiny bit to the right. So there should be a greater distance up here than there is a distance down here. So for example, I'm gonna get kind of close and personal to this one, which I'm failing to do. Ghosting would have fixed that there. Then larger up here. Let's do that again. Let's ghost this time. So we're gonna be nice and close and personal down here. Nice. And then a bit further up here. It's a bit dramatic, so we'll calm it down. And then we'll just follow it up. And also we had solid lines up there. I think this is okay for now. Definitely very wobbly. That's both my part, wrist tendonitis, excuses, my skill, and caffeine. So can blame it so much. But I say we just go to the real thing. I don't really have any other idea of how to make this more dynamic, other than maybe like doubling up on lower textures, which maybe we could, or lower textures, lower lines, I should say. And then of course being mindful of the edge. So an onion isn't straight, perfectly cut, on the micro scale at least. Yeah, so let's do it. It may look a bit rough, that's okay. We have the awesome waffle texture right next to it. So, yeah. In fact, less is better. So we're gonna do a lot less on this one. Let's do it. 2 textures in 1 day, guys. It's been a while, but we're doing it. So we want the kind of division line. That was not perfectly bisected, but that's okay. We want this lower part. It's gonna be a bit thicker over here, I've decided. So cool. And then we have the upper part of it, which is going to be a bit rounder. Actually, it should be symmetrical, but based on how I have this set up, it's not going to totally be like that. We're going to have our first node, or whatever it's called. I think it starts with the B. Man, I'm TikTok brain. Jeez. Bud. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. Half the textures here have been labeled as like nodes or things like that, from the bamboo to whatever. Okay, so that's all. We don't want to overdo it. Same thing over here. This one. This one. There we go. That's enough. Let's just continue. So really close over here. Oof, it's a bit not close, but whatever. And then a bit further up there. And it's not perfectly aligned, but that's okay. Let's be a bit more consistent with it. I think the broken lines may be hurting us a bit. As I say, making broken lines. Wow, you can't see it on the camera, but you can see like little shivers that my hand has. Guys, if you do ever do drumming or piano or whatever I did to make my arms like this, probably intense gaming. Treat your wrists properly. I think it was drumming that mainly did it for me and ruined a lot of my wrists. Proper form, much as I've learned in Drawbox, fundamentals are key. Yeah, it's a bit off-centered, but I think it's okay for now. Definitely off-centered. Almost looks like a fingerprint. Oh, that'd be a fun texture. Yeah, it's messy, but we'll take it. So onion, there we go. Yeah, it really does not look like that. Oh, jeez. Oof, I probably rushed into it today, so. Hey, but I mean, I'll take our, where to go? I'll take our pickle. I'm okay with that. I feel like our leaf needs to reach out more to the sides. Tip. That's a bit better. Yeah, the random jump between the bamboo and leaf is a bit crazy, but alrighty. So doing good so far. Yeah, we'll spend the rest of the stream just picking what texture we want to do tomorrow and maybe doing a tiny bit of analysis of it. Touch up this one side that's kind of bothering me. Oh, okay, should have ghosted it, whatever. Famous last words, right? Yeah, so, wow, guys, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 textures left. Oh my goodness. That's actually kind of crazy because tomorrow's Sunday, so we're definitely going to have time to stream and enjoy ourselves. And 5 textures left? What am I, crazy? Okay, awesome stuff. So, ooh, maybe also tomorrow I'll make it so you guys can see me browse Oh, that's dangerous. Because Pinterest isn't totally moderated, so I don't want to have that happen. Not sure how mean YouTube will be to me, but I don't want to test it, right? So let's look at some textures. If you guys have any suggestions in chat, please let me know. Because we still have the cookie. Ooh, we also have the pomegranate. That's a tough one. Maybe it could be one of our premier textures. Here, let's get 5. So we have chocolate chip. We have our flour. Let's kind of move these around. So we've done all of these down here. So we have our, what is it called? Brimweed? Brimweed? What is it? Where'd my music go? Dang it, my music disappeared again. Jeez, what's with that? We'll just do this again. Bindweed, sorry, bindweed. There we go. Yeah, so we got bindweed. We got pomegranate. We got cookie. What else? We'll switch over to chat mode here. Funsies. Oh, not that one. This one. Cool. Wait, does it shift on the x-axis? Oh, just because the chat thing. Okay, who cares? So yeah, we need 2 more textures. Do we have any over here? We do have the sushi. I don't want to do it though. We'll save it for the texture challenge. Let's pull up Pinterest once again. We won't get distracted, guys, I promise. I lied. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, pumpkin. I just realized I'm looking through my own textures because I was like, oh, we've already done all these. Let us see. Why is buff pyramid head? How does that have to relate with anything I've searched so far? What? Like Dead by Daylight pyramid head. Why is that in my feed? Okay, whatever. Done mushroom plenty. Tennis ball. Oh wait, what is a? Maybe we could do a baseball cut. No, that's not much form, is it? That's not very dynamic. Okay, that's a pixel art of Legoshi. I also don't know how that relates to textures at all. Thank you, I guess. So like I explore more related to this. Some ideas for this board. I've already done cucumbers. You're not helping. Ooh, pineapple. Nah, that's not very dynamic. Jeez, guys, this is difficult. One day we've done all of the textures in the universe. We've done a peach. We've done corn. Edamame isn't totally doable. This is all fruit. Maybe we need to go beyond. I don't know what beyond is. It's like fruit does kind of have the most. Okay, I just found this. Don't know what this is. Don't know how this relates to fruit at all, but I'm gonna subject you guys to looking at this. Oh wait, can't even see it. That's a jump scare. Yeah, that's. I just don't like this picture, to be honest. It really scares me, and we're gonna stop looking at it. We could do an orange cut in half. There's also a cantaloupe, which is quite fun. One of my favorite fruits. I know it's a crazy take, but it is. Apple slices are quite boring. Okay, that's an old lady sipping a Coke flipping off the camera. Nice. Oh man, we should have done a grenade. That's very doable. Jackfruit has a bunch of depth to its skin. I was thinking jackfruit, and it's actually on my little whiteboard. The problem is, not only do we not have exterior textures, but jackfruit looks a lot form-wise. Oh wait, jackfruit. Okay, no, yeah. It kind of is what happened with the durian, which also I just messed up the durian. Here, does jackfruit have a cool interior? Interior. Sorry if that was what you were recommending. That completely went over my head. Oh, that's very interesting. Got a lot of seeds. Got a lot going on there. Let's pop this into the Okay. Let's look a bit more into this. Thank you for the suggestion. We may be onto something here. Jackfruit cut in half. We're probably gonna run out of time today. But I mean, we got 2 textures done. One of which, not the best, but that's okay. Okay, why is it recommending me tamales? What? Yeah. Oh, that's kind of, okay, yeah. I get what you're saying, but oh, relating it to that is, I don't like it. It's true, it's so true. Yeah, I'm trying to find like a hollow kind of picture. Like, these are very like packed together. But I think we'll do jackfruit. Thank you so much for the suggestion, Sir Mactan. Or ma'am, apologies. But, oh my gosh, wait. Oh wait, devil fruits don't have the insides. I did say I wanted to do a devil fruit. Okay, wait. Devil fruit cut in half. Does that exist? Okay, Pinterest can't fathom what a devil fruit is, apparently. Oh yeah, it's not helping me out too much there. You never really see a devil fruit cut in half in the show, so man, I kind of wish I did that as an exterior texture. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, if a devil fruit did exist, it would look like this cut in half. Oh my gosh, look at that. Craziness. Fun stuff. Give me a good jackfruit. Jackfruit. Oh, okay, I've been kind of glazing over this picture. Glazing over, is that the correct word? I don't know. It's gonna be difficult. It is very non-symmetrical, except for this one. There's a lot of seeds to it, too. I say we do that next stream. We could put it in one of the smaller sections like this or this, and I think the premiere texture will be, this will be the, what is it called? Oh, you can't even see it. Pomegranate and cookie. And then jackfruit, and then what else do we have? Oh, the flower. Ooh, wait, we need to do the flower. Maybe we could do the flower. None of these degrees are really high enough to do the flower correctly, so we'll put that one on hold, but either tentatively right here or right here. Ha ba ba. Yep, okay, well I could probably do this in my free time. We did waste kind of like the last 6 minutes of stream, but who cares, it's a Saturday. We're having fun, we did a lot today. So, awesome, let's do our Delano review session today, where we review our work, see what worked, what didn't. We didn't work that much today, but good stuff. So, starting off, we started off quite strong with our boxes and lines and stuff. Just kidding, that's the wrong page. Had okay convergence over here, probably because it had it was very foreshortened, so to me, that's a lot easier to do. We'll zoom out a tiny bit. Wonderful. There we go. You guys don't need to see my leg in real life. I'm always scared of like the camera going over. Ellipsis not good today. These were okay. These were further into the warm-up, but here and here could have slowed down. We're also very, very hyped up by caffeine. That's my excuse at least. And then we went right over to the pickle. We did a great example right here. Learned from it. I wouldn't say there was any major errors on our part, except for these curled lines in reality should have been a bit more curled. Otherwise, pretty good execution. And we went to the onion. The onion, tricky texture. It definitely wasn't centered. The major axis of the onion texture wasn't aligned with the major axis of the onion itself. Also, yeah, it's just not a good texture. It doesn't have form. It doesn't have cast shadows. Or at least I didn't explain or do those correctly. And then we started looking to a jackfruit, what is it called? Bindweed flower. And we have a bunch of other options to do. So, yeah, I'm very excited to get to these. They are quite difficult, especially the Wow, what is going on, guys? Pomegranate. Pomegranate. There we go. I swear, guys, I do not smoke. I'm not high. I'm just very, very dumb. Anyways, so yeah, very successful stream today. Happy to see how we're going to do it. We are probably going to finish, hopefully going to finish textures this week. With that being said, thank you guys so much for joining. For those who are newer, we stream every day at 8:30 p.m. CST. We usually we take, no matter what, one break a week. That's going to be on Thursdays. But other than that, kind of flexible. We'll see what we're going to do this week. You can count on me streaming tomorrow. With that being said, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday. Bye.